Hey, fam. So last night I did a recording about the young lady that was supposedly abducted off the highway in Alabama. I did it kind of late, so I didn't do all the production. I said I was gonna do the production, editing, everything today, and then put it out sometime this morning or early afternoon. But then I got a notification when I woke up this morning, and I'm getting ready for work, and it said that she had been found, or what she do, turn herself in, at the hospital or the police station or whatever, and they show like a picture of her smiling, her all jacked up, whatever. So, but when I saw that, then I was wondering, do I want to post what I made? And I said yeah, because in that video, I had questions about the validity of what happened. It's just a few things didn't add up to me. A few things didn't make sense to me. Hey, I'm glad she got found. And at the end of the video, you'll see. I said, hey, want to be found. I'd rather for this to be a hoax or something going wrong, a mental issue, whatever. Like I said, hoping that's the case. I'd rather for that to be the case than for her to be possibly, have passed away or taken out of here for whatever circumstances. But it does bring up the point of mental illness. Like I said, whether this is true or not, what happened or not, it'll come out. It's just the way that the police, how everything was done. Like I said, it just kind of made me think that maybe they felt kind of skeptical about the whole thing. Anyway, I'm not gonna say too much right now. We're gonna go ahead and get into the video and let you see what I thought about this yesterday and still thinking now. And leave your comments, share it with the world. See you on the other side. What's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Man, let's go to the Daily Mail. And let's talk about this young sister who reportedly vanished in the middle of the night on an Alabama highway. Like I said, this is from the dailymail.co.uk, and it reads, eerie mystery as Alabama woman 25 vanishes after screaming down phone to family when she approached a toddler she found walking along the highway at night. Now, I got a few questions about this story. Some people may not like it. It may be controversial, but I'm going to try to hit it from all angles. And if you got the answer or the evidence to prove your belief, please leave your comments below. It reads, Carlee Russell vanished after calling 911 when she saw a child walking along the side of an Alabama interstate highway on Thursday night. The 25-year-old was on the phone with her sister-in-law when she went to check up on the child before the family member heard her scream and lost contact. And it says anyone with information should contact Detective Brad Fountain at 205-444-7562 or Sergeant Drew Mims at 205-739-7274. The story says a 25-year-old woman vanished after pulling over to check on a toddler who was wandering along an Alabama interstate highway. Now, when I first heard the story, I said, well, it is Alabama, could be country, it could be like a 2-lane highway. Like, I live in the rural part of my city, and got a little highway that runs like kind of in front of our house. And it's 2 lanes, so that's what we'll call it, like a 2-lane highway. So, I mean, that's what I thought. But when you watch the video, the AlDOT video, it's a doggone me 8-lane highway. It's a busy intersection, like a major highway. So my thing is, how in the world is a child walking on the side of the highway? Okay, but keep going. It says she was on the phone with her sister-in-law when she got a car to check up on the child. A family member then heard a sudden scream and shortly after lost all contact with Russell. When officers arrived at the location, they found Russell's car along with her cell phone, purse, wig, and Apple Watch in the nearby area. But Russell and the child were nowhere to be seen. Okay, so question is, what does nearby area mean? Is it like right by the car? Is it within like 5 yards, 5 feet of the car? You know, how close to the car was it? Was it right next to the car? Well, it's in the car. I don't know. You know, that's a question that can, help, us people out here who's doing our internet investigating, figure some things out. It said, Hoover police have not received any other calls of a missing child. One witness reportedly possibly seen a gray vehicle and a man standing outside of Carlee's vehicle, but police say they have no additional information. Now, my question is, what time did he see the guy? Was it like seconds? Or because they said the police came, I think, within like 3 minutes, I believe, of this happening, or 6 minutes, whatever. So was it after the police left? Well, I wouldn't think it had to after the police left. So most likely it had to be like right before the police was there. So, but here's my thing is, as busy that highway was, and there's a lot of cars passing by, when you see a door open, I mean, let me say like this. We live in a day and age where it would behoove a person not to pull over and help anybody out stuck on the side of the road. I'm sorry. We just in that time where people get robbed, killed, carjacked for pulling over and helping someone, even a woman. Yeah, even looks at this point, in this case, even a child. Though I knew the guy told me a story how he saw a young lady, flat tire, pulled over on the side of the road. So he like pulled over to help her out. And he said, gets out, asked the young lady, you need some help? She's like, yeah, you got a flat tire. He said, well, I can help you with that. And she's like, okay. He goes to the trunk. He opened the trunk, a lot of junk in there. So he gets ready to take the tire out. And next thing you know, he looks up and there's a guy standing right next to him, like, talking about, what you doing? And he's like, what? He's like, I don't know where he came from. There was no other car. He wasn't standing there when I first pulled up. He just popped out of nowhere. And he's like, well, I was going to help the young lady with her tire. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. I'm saying? That's my woman, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, brother. He said, looking around. He backed up, got in his car and burned off. And he was like, man, that was like the strangest thing, because that lady never said a word about her boyfriend being there, or anybody being there. She just act like everything was all nonchalant. And I'm like, sure, that could have been a setup. He said it could have been a setup, but it was like, who knows why they proceeded to not do anything to him. But that's the thing. You just can't trust people nowadays, because people, man, they setting up, they're trying to rob people any way they can. I saw a story not too long ago about a guy getting carjacked, trying to help somebody on the side of the road, pulled over, and they robbed him for his car and took off. So, like I said, you really can't do it. And as a woman, one thing I tell my daughters, one thing my daughters should know, and I tell them, hey, you don't, at night, if you drive, I don't like women driving at night anyway. But I'm like, if you driving at night, and let's say police pull behind you, call me, call the police or whatever, and stay on the phone with somebody while they pull you over, because you don't know if it's police or not. And if it is, you can call 911 and say, hey, I'm getting pulled over. Just want to make sure this is police pulling me over. And, I'm on the side of the highway, blah, blah, blah. And dispatcher pretty much, will confirm it or unconfirm it. But you just got to be safe. You got to be scary. Yeah. Well, you got to be cautious. I say that as a woman. And like I said, my thing is at 9:45 at night, 9:30 at night, whatever, pulling over and seeing the child. Oh, okay. Let me keep going, because there's something else it's another question I got about this. Hoover police have not received any of the calls of a missing child. When witness, I saw that. In the process, at some point, she got out of the car, and my daughter-in-law could hear her ask the child if they were okay. Her mother, Talitha Russell, said the child did not respond, or at least she did not hear her respond. He or she respond. It says, and then she heard our daughter Carlee scream, and from there on, all we could hear was noise, background noise on her phone, which we later found out was noise from the interstate. So let's say she left work around 8:20, got some food, and she traveled toward Hoover, called 911 about 9:30, report the missing child wanted on side of Interstate 459. Got a question for everybody. When you're driving down the interstate, again, this is a busy interstate. How many of y'all think y'all would, because you got to see the video. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video so you can see it for yourself. My question is, did she drive? Because my thing is, if you're going the speed limit, going faster than the speed limit, you're going to pass it up. Because I did that. Years ago, I saw an older lady. I was on my way to church. Saw an older lady on the side of the highway with a flat. Passed by, Then whipped around, got off the highway, whipped around, come back and tried to help her. And she said, well, her husband's on his way. So, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Okay. And we went on our merry way. So at nighttime, how can you see a child on the side of the road? And why is it that you're the only one who saw it? And then, or you're the only one who pulled over? Because again, like I said, it's kind of shaky, kind of sketchy to be, helping anybody, even a baby. But so you pull over. But the way you see that, we watch the video, it's like she pulled over way back and then crept up on the baby. Like she saw this baby like half a mile down the road and then pulled over. It's like something is not adding up on that part. And then when you also see the video, there is not another car within sight, but yet this young lady vanished. But people say if you look at the video, you can see like some kind of figure shadow pass by the exit sign. You can see it cross in front of the exit sign and then like go toward the woman, and then it said the woman looks like she's fighting or moving, or gyrating, then the gyration stop. But you don't see, I guess you ain't got no horn. I guess don't have no volume on the video, but you just don't see no movement, like no one going toward to a car. Like they didn't throw it in their own car and drive off with it. The woman just vanished. So then I wonder, again, just, me being the devil's advocate. When they did a search and they didn't see her, where, and I think what the family said is that the ground was too dry for her to be able to see if there's any other car tracks on that side of the highway. So if that's the case, where the dogs at? Because I would think that would be like an easy search, because I doubt anyone else was walking them tracks or walking that side of the highway at that time of night. So, and then you get them bloodhounds, they can sniff inside the car and then take off and go see if they can find the girl, through the woods or whatever. So why we haven't heard anything about any bloodhounds being, put out to go find this young lady? Again, like I say, something is not right about this story. Responding officers located Russell's abandoned car along with her cell phone, her purse, wig, and Apple Watch in the nearby area, but no signs of her or the child. Now, I got a question. How do we know that let's just say the story is holding water. How do we know it was a child? She said it was a little toddler. It could have been a little person. Or maybe they use little kids to help set up people. I don't know. I don't know how big the child's supposed to be. That's another thing. In the video, I really couldn't see no child in the video. Couldn't see nothing in the video, really. Let's say you can see her getting out and her or somebody on the passenger side of the car, moving, but that's about it. You just don't see. The video is, if you look at the actual video, is clearer than the videos that they show online, because I guess it's a copy of a copy or whatever. But the police video, if you got good high resolution, then you can see real clear. It just, it's just something not adding up. It says detectives are currently investigating this incident and are requesting the public's assistance to help locate Russell. She's 5'4", 150 pounds, wearing black shirt, black pants, and white Nikes. They say Lowe said police are pursuing all possibilities in the disappearance. We are certainly leaving nothing off the table, he said when asked if investigators believe she was abducted. So that basically say they are really maybe not sure, maybe kind of skeptical, but they don't want to just say yes, she was abducted, and they don't want to say no, she wasn't. You know, no piece of information is too small in this investigation. Family members also organized a search in the area. We're just going to scour the earth. Russell's dad, Carlos Russell, told TV station there's no stopping us. Said donor offered $20,000, another offered $5,000. They say the Hoover Police Department said they're partnering with many local, state, and federal partners in the investigation and are grateful for the outpouring of support from the local and law enforcement community. Police say they would continue to provide periodic updates on Twitter to relay any immediate information to the public. So that's Hoover Police Department Twitter. They say keep the family in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. Say last time she spoke with dogs 9:18 that night. She knows not to stop for anyone. I think she let her guard down thinking they were so close. No, she let her guard down because she thought she saw a kid. You know, if that's what she saw. You feel me? She worked at a Woodhouse Day Spa and attended Jefferson State Community College, where she's studying to be a registered nurse. Community college, which means you're getting an associate's degree. But she has a bachelor's degree in psychology from AUM, according to the outlet. So she got a bachelor's degree in psychology, but she's going to get a nursing degree. Man, I wouldn't get no nursing, man. I mean, hell, that's what I'm in, but I wouldn't promote that to anybody, to tell you the truth. So let's see, the Hoover Police Department Twitter. Let me see if I can see any kind of updates or anything on this Twitter page. It may or may not be no, but like I say, here's the thing. It's a strange story all the way around. If everything is true, again, this is, I mean, you got these kidnappers out here, man. They are they're desperate. You feel me? They are desperate, wanting to. They got to get their quota out there. You know, it's a lot of them getting caught on camera, so they got to find ways to get people and not be recorded. And maybe they tried this, and this is like a good way to try to do it. But again, like I say, just the way the video shows, got to be more to this video. If this is all the video they got, I mean, it just doesn't look. This is one of them stories I will be afraid that the police will not take serious just by the way, the aesthetics. Because again, like I said, there's no car around, and they didn't find no baby. There's not no trace of nothing, no one else, nothing else. Like I said, a child just wandering the highway. It just let out. And like I say, how come you can't see the child walking on the side of the road before she gets there? I didn't even see the child, period. So, I mean, I thought I saw, but no, I think those are just mile markers, you know, or road markers. So, I don't know. But I hope, I hope it ain't true. I hope it is not necessarily a hoax, but I hope it is that maybe she had some kind of mental breakdown and just broke wide, you know, trying to get away from everything and doing like, you know, you see these white folks in the woods that say they missing, and then you find them like a week later and they living in the woods, and then you come to find out they ran away to a boyfriend's house, you know, trying to find a way to sneak away with their boyfriend because they married with 3 kids at the house. And they came up with this, they concocted this story that makes no sense at all. I hope that's what it is. And, you know, and I would hope, you know, that way she can, I mean, to get punished or whatever, that'd be the best thing than for her to actually been kidnapped and after being trafficked or even yet being deleted by someone and they never find out who did it. But anywho, man, if you got any information on the story, yo, contact the local police. Like I said, any information is better than no information. Nothing is too small, and they can build off of it. But ladies, I hate women. I hate for women to drive at night. I hate for them to be out at night by themselves. This ain't the country. This ain't the world. You got some sick individuals out there. I know y'all like to be independent and liberated and all that kind of stuff, but man, hell, it's dangerous out there for dudes. And it means it's doubly or 10 times as worse for women. So man, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy out there. Stop trying to do too much. I mean, she wasn't doing nothing wrong here. We ain't got something to eat, but oh man, like I said, that pulling over with that baby, that's all it's gonna do now is just when you see a baby walking down the street, people ain't gonna stop no more. They're gonna leave them there. You know what I'm saying? And you can call 911, keep your doors locked, and if you see somebody run up on your car, take off. But I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what you think. Would you have done the same thing she did? Would you have stopped? Now I probably would have, if seen a baby on the side of the road. Cause I can understand if you see a baby on the side of the road walking and you pass them up and then you stop and then you might back up to where the child is. But to see him like a half a mile down the road and then pull over somehow and then pull up to him, call the police, and because it shows then you call the police, and then you call your family, and then all of a sudden you get out, and ain't nobody heard from you again. Yeah, man, I don't know, it's a strange story, and I just hope she alive. But anyway, tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. And then share it with the world. And with that being said, I leave you in peace. And I'll see you on the other side.